It's a certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It was nominated for AFI's 100 Years, 100 Thrills, and it's often considered to be one of the best and most inspirational horror films of the 1970s. Not so fun when I make fun of something you like, is it? Having been censored in many, many countries, it was even refused a certificate of release by the BBFC in 1974. It was also banned in Norway, Malaysia, New Zealand, and was released in Germany under a heavily censored 64-minute version. Maybe its controversy is because the movie was, what, based on a true story? Yeah, sure, in that it's true that Bergman's Virgin Spring was made, and this movie shamelessly rips it off. This is Mary Collingwood, and she's getting ready to go out to a rock concert with her friend, but not before shooting the shit with her parents.
Yeah, but look, Estelle, you can see her nipples as plain as day.
Daddy, don't be so clinical.
Before she's sent off, the parents give her a little present because, well, she's a nice piece? Must be it, I guess. This is Mary's friend Phyllis, and she's a really bad influence. She makes her listen to the Foreshadowing channel.
The road leads to nowhere.
Well, that's dark. Switch it over to the Exposition channel.
The alleged driver of the car was Junior Stillo. Junior Stillo is the illegitimate son of the leader of the two escapees, Krug Stillo.
Of course, the leader of the pack is Krug, played by David Hess.
The man is armed and considered extremely dangerous.
And he's a dick.
My breasts filled out. Yeah, didn't you notice? I mean, they were nothing last summer.
Awkward. Go back to the convicts.
Oh, you don't know where we could score on some good grass, do you?
Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, they just got trapped by awkward editing. Good thing that there's this cutaway to remind us that the girl has parents.
This room belongs in a magazine.
Not bad if I do say so.
But here is honestly where the movie starts getting pretty tense.
Let me give you a little bit of free advice. If you make one peep,
What the fuck is this? This movie has everything. Kidnapping, drugs, and instructions on how to bake a cake. But here is where the wacky tone of the parent scenes starts drifting into the serious scenes. It's done a complete 180 at this section of the movie because the scenes with the parents are very, very serious. But the scenes with the kidnappers?
Taking them girls, you know? That's the kind of crime people never forget.
But again, to be fair, there are some moments here that are hard to watch. It's a tense sequence. It's especially a sad moment when Mary realizes that all of this is occurring right across the street from her house, and no matter what she does, she can't even escape that far. Phyllis tries to get away, but knowing the plot of the movie, yeah, it's pretty much going to end up like this. The suspense in this scene should come from fearing for these girls' lives, not bracing ourselves for when it's going to cut back to the bumbling fucking cops. Would you ever think that a sequence in which a young girl is stabbed in the back, then repeatedly stabbed in the front, while the other girl has Krug's name carved into her chest, and then Phyllis's arm, well... Would you think that that would be spliced in with Barney Fife and Sheriff Pepper getting flipped off by hippies? And the sequence ends with probably the most famous scene in the movie, when Mary, knowing she's gonna die, slowly walks into the lake and simply waits to be shot in the back. Needing a place to stay for the night, the group finds some shelter in the home of Mary Collingwood, and it doesn't take them too terribly long to figure out whose house they're in.
Guess who lives here?
I wonder what the odds are on that.
While the killers may know whose house they're in, the parents are slowly figuring out the villain's game. Wait, a peace necklace? Why, there's only one of those in existence. Must be our daughter's. Of course, the bloody clothes are a much bigger giveaway. Plus, the day for night proves that they're in a horror film, not to mention that they find the daughter's body in the grass, even though she was killed in the lake. Wanting to take matters into their own hands, the mother instantly begins hitting on Weasel.
Say, where's your husband? I couldn't help noticing that your room is empty.
This dude is smooth. Almost like he's been in a bunch of porno movies or something. Though I imagine that this didn't happen in the pornos. While that is going on, the dad is booby-trapping the house as if he's preparing for an attack from Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. Junior tries stopping them, but have you ever tried stopping David Hess?
I want you to take the gun, and I want you to put it in your mouth. And I want you to blow your brains out. No!
Oh, if he asked you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Blow your brains out! Blow your...
Huh. Apparently you would. The father brings out a chainsaw and yeah, get to the floor electrocution. Nothing much to say. Dad chainsaws Krug, Mom slices Sadie, and oh, thank God, they're back. And then the movie ends. But not before the delightfully appropriate ending credits. What the fuck, rape revenge movie?